Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is my first official video that I'm going to be doing. I decided that I wanted to mainly focus on actual long form YouTube videos since when I'm explaining all the categories it takes a little bit longer, so then and the shorts end up being longer. So I decided I'm going to be doing my actual cash stuffing and like paycheck breakdowns in my YouTube videos, and then in the short form content I'm just going to be kind of showing what I already did in the longer videos, if that makes sense. But I wanted to go through my binders again with you guys because from the last videos that I did do, I did change it up a little bit and I'm still probably going to update it some more. So I have these three binders, and then I do also use prop cash. I don't use actual cash because all the money is in our bank accounts, and I have, I think it's 5 different bank accounts. So we have 3 savings accounts and then 2 checking accounts. One is the spend account, reserve account, and then 3 different savings for different categories. So I'm going to go through the binders with you. The first one is our 10K savings binder. This is our overall emergency fund, sinking fund, whatever you want to call it. And then this is its own savings account. This one is actually it's one binder but 2 savings accounts. Let me just move this here. Sorry. So we have the overall 10K savings for our emergency fund, and then I do have the tracker here that I made, and it's just one where I'm going to be writing down the deposits that I'm making each time and then what the balance is in those accounts. So the 2 categories we have here is, and I do need to update this, sorry if I keep going off track, I just made this yesterday, so I need to fill out how much we do have in there. So this is one saving, this is one saving account. This is our house savings. So this is anything that has to do with the house, like taxes, maintenance, anything like that we might need to do that's going to cost a lot. So I'm starting the savings for that. And then the second account is the emergency fund. This is anything for like our cars or health, anything like that. Usually I try to split the amount because I have it set to where I'm depositing 600 each check for these accounts, and then I split it into 2, which is 300 to each, but then it falls under our overall 10K savings, if that makes sense. Sorry if it's a little bit complicated. That's just how I have it set up because that's like what works best for us. So right now there's only 2 envelopes in here because there's not really much more that I need to break down for this, unless I decide to break down the categories even more, but I feel like setting it like this is easy for me to manage, so I'm leaving it as is. And then we can go ahead and fill these in. Actually, I do need to get Sharpies because I only have dry erase markers, so this might disappear in a bit. And we do have 1,108 in here. So each of these flowers equals $100. And there's 100 of these. So that's how I'm tracking it. So this is, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 700, 800, 900, 1,000. And then we have $108, so I'm just going to fill out this one. And then once I reach another $100, then I'll fill in the rest. I'm probably going to get some like actual permanent markers for this. I don't want it to, disappear over time. So that's the explanation for our 10K savings binder. And then this is a savings account, which I already said. I'm sorry if I keep repeating myself. This one's not as designed. I actually just made this one yesterday. This is the reserve binder. So this is a different checking account. This one has more of the categories. And then I do need to make some trackers for this. I made the little labels and then I just printed them and laminated them and then stuck them in here so that if I need to kind of like swap anything out, I can just print out new ones and then cut it out. So this is how they look. They just look like this. And then I made the tracker for this one already. So this is for monthly subscriptions. And our monthly subscriptions total up to about 120. So I think it's under that, but I just overshot it a little bit just in case. So this one, I'm not sure if it's going to be reusable because I used matte laminate for it, but we'll see. I can always make another one that is reusable if I'm noticing that it's not coming off as much. And I just got these binders off of Amazon, as you can tell by the little zipper thing. I was thinking about cutting it, like cutting the actual zipper off of it, but I'm still not sure if I want to do that. I might do it in the future, but let's go through these categories. So we have subscriptions, which is our monthly subscriptions. And then we have debt. So this is going to be anything that I need to put towards like a credit card if I use it, or anything else that pops up. Taxes. This is going to be for like saving for personal taxes. And then we have for my business. So I do have a business category in this binder, but this is for like sales, any deposits from my sales that I make. This is going to be saving up for anything like business expenses. So I could also add business taxes under this if I decide to. And then we have home projects. So this is, I really want to do our backyard. So I want to eventually start saving towards that when I decide what I want to do. And then this is for post office. I just started this because I'm thinking of getting a P.O. box and I need to call USPS to see how much their boxes are. And then there's another local like little mail place near us, so I'm debating on comparing the prices there. But I would want to do the yearly price so that it's a little bit easier to manage and save up for. So I'm going to start saving towards that. And then we have Amazon. This is like anything that I want on Amazon. I want to have like a set budget for it. So anything for the house, for my business, whatever it is, just things that I want, it's going to fall under that category. And then we have Hobby Lobby because I go to Hobby Lobby a lot, but I'm trying to start, like actually limiting what I spend there. So I'm going to start saving towards it so that I have, like a set budget. Like, hey, I have $20, $50 to spend in here for crafting or business stuff. It just depends. And then I have the last category in here is Walmart. This is not for like groceries or anything. This is mainly stuff for the house because I tend to go to Walmart and get things for the house. So I want to have like a set spending allowance for it that I can start stuffing for. So those are the categories in the reserve binder. And this is a checking account as well, since money is more likely to be coming in and out. I didn't want it to be a savings account. And then this binder is probably going to get a little revamp also. I kept the overall 10K savings binder more simple. And then this one is very detailed because this is where most of the spending is going to be done out of. And then this is the fun spending, which is more like long-term goals, I'd say. I currently am saving up for an iMac, so I have the tracker in there as well for that and some money towards it. This is the business category that I was telling you guys about that is going to be for like profits from my business that can go towards, well, I'd probably reallocate it to different savings goals, honestly, like my profits. But I just thought I'd keep one in there. And then we have the vacation fund, which I do want to have like a fund of at least $2,500 to $3,000 towards vacation. Depending on where we're going, I will set the goal and start saving for it. And then we have the Christmas fund. I decided to make this because last year we didn't really have a set savings goal or savings fund for the Christmas. Oh my god. I just made this tracker, and my goal for this year is to save $600 towards Christmas because I'd say that's how much we spent based on last year. And this is mainly for like Christmas gifts for like both sides of the family and my Christmas gifts to my husband. And then we have overall birthdays for anyone on both sides of the family. I'm probably going to set like a budget of $200 to $300 throughout the year for this for everybody's birthdays. And then this is just an extra envelope. And then I have my husband's birthday savings trackers from next year because I already took out what I needed for his birthday. I had saved towards it. So I have for his birthday gifts $400, and then for food and activities is $150. I just redesigned these. They look completely different from my last videos. I already pulled out the money because I got him his gift and stuff. And then this one is for Valentine's, which I'll probably use next year because I already have the money taken out for it. I moved it into the spend account. So once it moves into the spend account, I just take it out of here because then I'm withdrawing it and transferring it from the account that it's in over to the spend account. I don't have a binder for the spend account because it's all categorized through these accounts. And then when I'm going to use it, I transfer it over. I feel like I forgot to explain that the reason that these categories are like this is a dual income household. So my husband's checks, they go towards the big bills like mortgage, power, like utilities, gas for the cars, groceries and stuff like that, insurances. His check goes to that, and then mine mainly goes to our spending and our saving. And then the only big bill that I take care of is the car payment since it's almost paid off. I took over the payments. The monthly payment is about $300, but I pay double. I pay $300 each check, so that's $600 a month so that we can try to get it paid off quicker. And then I do also have something really exciting to show you guys. This is a binder that I made for my sister and my sister-in-law. I just put this together yesterday, but I'm so proud of it. I got this little keychain for the cheetah print because my sister-in-law likes cheetah print. She chose the red, which I love. And then this is just a keychain. They could have it hang inside or outside. And then I made the categories for them that they requested. So we have self-care. And each of these have a tracker in it. I'll show you guys at the end because I have extra ones that are duplicates of what's inside already. I put it in the back. I have self-care, and then this is for like my sister-in-law's nails, hair, tanning, whatever she wants. Then they wanted a vacation one. And post office also because my sister has her own business and she likes to save for the post office annual price, and then stamps for her business as well. Medicine for my sister. Christmas, they want to save $1,000 towards Christmas. And then I made the trackers reusable. Anything with the matte laminate, I don't think it's reusable, so I'll probably just remake them for them and get actual laminate that's gonna make it reusable. We have the wish list for my sister's business, anything that she wants to buy towards it. And then student loan for my sister as well. They have an extra envelope. And then let me show you guys the trackers that I made for them. So they don't really have set amounts that they want to be doing. When they do decide to do set amounts, then maybe I'll make them some like little challenges with set amounts. But for now, I did the same thing with like the deposit and the balance. So self-care, oh my god, I literally almost set that on fire. We have the Christmas fund, which they wanted set to 1,000. The post office, and then my sister's medicine, and then student loan. I guess I didn't make duplicate trackers for the other categories, so they're probably in here already. But I'm just going to leave them in there because it was a little bit hard to get out. So I'm going to leave it as it is. But that's the binder that I made for them. I'm super excited to send it out. I did start cash stuffing in, I think it might have been 2023 or 2024, but I had a very simple binder like this, and it was just where I saved my tips from my last job. Then I, found out there was a much bigger community for it online. I didn't really realize, so I've gotten back into it. This was my old binder. It was also pink, but right now I'm just keeping like my $2 bills. See, this is where it had like Cricut vinyl on it. So I have my $2 bills in here, and then just coins that I've collected from my job. I like collecting quarters and like different types of coins. So at my last job, we had a lot of tourists. So I have like, I think I have like yen and won and like, let's see, where's my fun ones? I think this is one. This is a Philippine peso. Super cool. I'm probably going to categorize it or like organize it a little bit better, but for now they're staying in my old binder. But I literally just had my tips in here before. That's how I was able to save up and buy my MacBook. But yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to do, just kind of like an actual introduction to YouTube. I do also ooh, I have extra little things from the binders when you get brand new ones. Um, I am thinking about revamping the fun spending one, but I'm not too sure if I want to. I do love how this looks. Um, I also bought the vellum paper. I'm not sure if I'm saying that correct, but I bought the paper to try and make my own envelopes. But then I was like, this is so much easier because then I can just swap it out however I want. Maybe if I make like little savings challenge binders, because I do eventually want to make savings challenges for myself. I'm not too sure what to do, honestly. This is just the beginning, so it's kind of just a basic system that I have set up, which I don't mind for now. Um, I don't think, let me just put this in here because then I could, start to track it. I promise my future videos are going to be a little bit more organized. I just feel a little bit frantic right now since it's my first one. Currently towards the iMac, I have $145. Yep. And this is in the actual bank account, of course. And then the goal for this one is 1,400. I might try to save a little bit more because I don't think I accounted for taxes in that. I'm not too sure, actually. It also depends on the gigabytes that I get, so we'll see. Yeah, there's that. And then I'll probably start saving towards Christmas towards the end of the year and stuff. And again, I do apologize that this video is a little bit hectic and all over the place. I'm kind of just getting the hang of it, like what I should do for each video. So this is why I chose to do like actual YouTube videos. I feel like this is much easier to do like a big breakdown and the actual cash stuffings and paycheck breakdowns in this YouTube videos, and then short form can be, little updates on the trackers and like this is how much I have inside. And then if you guys have any questions, you can leave them in the comments. I really love this community that I've discovered on social media. You guys are so nice and it's so motivating to see everybody working towards their goals. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, sorry it was so hectic, but thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.